hearts bound in grace. With you, I found my safest place. Ride or die through the firestorm tonight. God brought us here, we'll stand and fight. You're my best friend, my love, my life. I'm going nowhere, I'm holding tight.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Abnormal Investigations. It's good to see everybody. Looks like we got a few familiar faces in here tonight. How many of y'all are ready for the boots on the ground tonight? I would suspect that a lot of you are probably more ready for that than you are the sit down, but there was a few things I needed to go over with you guys. So, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Is that Mousy? Is that how you pronounce your name? I don't even know if that's how you pronounce it. Hello, Jamie. Good to see you. Jamie says, let's go. Tyler 420. The Clough is in here. Sky Wonderly's in here. Emmy Tongue's in here. Good to see everybody. I needed to do just a little bit of an update tonight before we get out there with the boots on the ground. We've had a few things come up and a few things I need to get out to you guys. Probably has some pretty important things. Martin, good to see you. Tim Wrestler's in the house. Good to see you, Tim. Glad you was able to make it in here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and bring Jesse on, and we're going to start this update, guys, so we can get through this. I got a few things I'm wanting to go through on this. Hey, Jesse.
Hello. How's it going?
My allergies are at me. I've got a migraine, but I'm pushing through. One of the first things I want to talk to y'all about tonight is going to be the weather for tonight. The weather tonight is going to be pretty cold. It's going to be down into the 20s, so should be a pretty cold night, boots on the ground. It's going to be one of the colder nights we've done. The other night we done one in the snow, which was our first one in the snow, and we had a temperature of about, we started out at 33 down to about 31, I think, by the time we made it back, so not real bad. Tonight, however, we will be down into the 20s. I'm not sure what the wind will be like, so I am going to be wearing extra gear, which means more weight. So we'll see how that goes tonight. Tomorrow, we are scheduled for a back-to-back boots on the ground. Tomorrow, I am scheduled for a boots on the ground. That is going to be, depending on the weather, we have a chance of freezing rain and sleet tomorrow night. So I'm just going to have to see what the weather does. As for right now, it is still planned. And the weather, of course, could change all of that. We're not going to go out in freezing rain or sleet on these back roads. They're not, they're not treated. They're not touched. So it could get pretty wild out there. One of the things I wanted to talk to y'all about is a lot of y'all have been asking me about the being stalked. And that is becoming more and more of a problem. The areas that I do investigate are more and more of them are being hit. So that just kind of goes to tell me that whoever is doing that is familiar with the area. Just using common sense. They're familiar with the areas that I frequent. And it's frustrating, but what do you do, right? There's not a whole lot you can do. I've had a lot of death threats. My mom is now, I guess, a target. She seems to be the talk. I'm trying to refrain from going down that road. A person the other night, I'm not going to give their name out. They did not want me to say anything. They sent me photographs of Giles's mother. And it was somebody that had access to your mom. And I've got photographs that I could make all kinds of memes off of. So far, I'm just not that guy. Hey, Starfire, good to see you. But the more my mom does get attacked, the more and more I do consider it. It's frustrating. And it is, Martin. It's ridiculous. It's retarded. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play two clips for you guys because going out boots on the ground, I think it's important when you're threatened to put it out so that people are familiar with what's going on. So that if something does happen, then there is that's out there. Once it's out there, it's out there. And that's kind of one of the good things. Another thing I want to say tonight, I was contacted by one of our viewers that's a subscriber, and he lives closer than I thought he did. He's actually not that far away, and he is going to lend his time tonight to help out my security team. Infinite 7 is going to be helping me out tonight. He contacted me tonight, wanted me to put the word out that he is also going to be working with my security team, and he will be in the area. So thank you, Infinite 7, for donating your time. We appreciate that a lot. So we now have a new member of our security team. So now our security team is growing, which is ridiculous that we have to do that. But I'm not going to go into what Infinite 7 does for a living, but he should suffice really well. I'm sure he will get along good with the security team that I have. They were pretty excited. Yeah, Matthew, very humbled by these people that want to make sure we can still continue to do the boots on the ground. My opinion, the reason that they're attacking the boots on the ground is, I think, pretty self-explanatory. We go out there and we spank that ass, and he doesn't like that. And I'm not talking about guys. We're going out there. I mean, I guess I'll use Cleghorn terms. We're not just spanking that butt. We are flogging that ass, because I can do in an hour and 40 minutes what he can't even do in a 7-hour show. He likes to call my show a dumpster fire. Well, it is a dumpster fire. I'd agree. And that fire's burning hot, baby, because it's on fire. Because, we, 7,000 views in an hour and 40 minutes, and we have hit 10,000 compared to 2 and 3 and maybe 4,000 for 7 hours. Now, we could go over and talk about Abe Stias, and he can run a 9-hour show and come out with about 100. They probably, whenever he goes on, he probably is during the time that a lot of his viewers don't have TV time. But yeah, I mean, we're doing really good, guys. We're on fire. I believe, my own opinion, that is why we're being attacked, is because we are doing so well. And I would also like to say tonight, hi, Kaylee, how you doing? Tonight, what we're going to do, she's standing there, stalker, stop making it weird. Go outside. She stared at me. But what we're gonna do tonight, guys, we are already, and I'm going to predict this tonight. We're at 29,700 and some change viewers tonight. I predict that tonight we will go over 29,800, and I predict that we will be over 30,000 by Christmas. That is my prediction. By the first of the year, we're going to be, I believe, knocking a lot higher. But I believe that is why the boots on the ground is under such attack. One of the reasons that they said that I stole from the children is one of the things they're saying.
Yeah.
But, I've never known of anybody to leave ducks and frogs for children and then put Nazi.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of a weird message to be leaving for kids. And, of course.
And leaving notes addressed directly to you?
Yeah, directly to me, and they're going to unalive me.
Mm-hmm.
And then why would they follow me that night on that back road and set them on the road, right? Why would they follow me and stalk me? But I do have some good news. And this is just for jowls. So I've had a lot of people reach out to me on Messenger. And since the duck thing was such a blast, they wanted me to order some more ducks. So guess what? I ordered some ducks. The duck should be here in about a week. Anybody that's interested in a duck, we will figure out a price and everything based on the shipping. But a lot of people, not just a few, have hit me up saying, get some more ducks. We want ducks. So the ducks are on the way. Not a problem. Before I let Jessie give some of her opinions on the attack, I got this all wrote down. One of the things I really want to go over with you guys that is disturbing. On the boots on the ground to where we went to the location to where the trail markers were placed, there was an individual, Abe Sias said, why do you not go further in? Why did you not go just a little further in? Somebody in the chat mentioned going 100 yards in. They were very precise on how far to go. So I went down on the live the other day and I went 100 yards in. And whenever I went 100 yards in, lo and behold, there was a treehouse deal. I'm not going to call it what I would call it. It was facing right where I would have came down that trail. Right where my head would have been coming down that trail was a Gatorade bottle that had been shot several times. Somebody was zeroing their rifle at that for whatever reason. It is speculation. But the perch was there, and there was a Gatorade bottle approximately 6 foot off the ground where you would come out of that trailhead that had been shot several times. So, yeah, they are clowns, that's for sure. We don't even call them trolls. These people are clowns. But they were very adamant on that I go further into the woods. And, of course, a lot of people speculated it was a setup for somebody to try to hurt me, which I think makes good sense. I think so, too. Inner psychic. I believe they did know what was waiting. You know, when they take it that far, you know, that's pretty scary. And when you got people around here telling people where you're investigating at, that's even scarier. That if something were to happen, that would make them an automatic accomplice to murder. So, I mean, whatever they want to do, it's, I mean, free country, but just because you can do it, don't mean you should.
Right.
And you can go ahead. I'll let you say a few things. I'm going to play the clips here in just a second. I'm just going to let you, if you won't have anything you want to say.
No, I mean, just the fact that, I mean, they were all watching that night too. It's not a coincidence. Were they waiting for something to happen? I mean, they were taking screenshots and clippets and chat screenshots from the chat and mocking it and dropping it in their channel, saying that you were making a big deal out of nothing and look at that and the hoaxing. But yet, why was somebody in the comments, making comments about just go a little bit further? And Abe was adamant about that. Go a little bit further. Why won't you go a little bit further? Are you afraid something's going to happen to you? It does sound just like he knew something was going to happen. And like in my interview the other night, Shell was talking about how she even received a phone call. Same thing, that somebody knew something was set up to happen. So it's...
Should we do a whole show on this, everybody? Should we do a whole show on this? Drop a 1 in the chat if you all want us to show you everything that went on about that night, what we found. We can pull the clippets. We can show you everything. I can go down and pull everything, all the clippets out of our live and everything. And we can do a show on it. And I can... Do you think we can get the witness to come on and talk about it?
The
one that reported what she knows or what was said. Maybe not out that other person, but at least the information she received.
I'm sure she would.
I think we should do that so everybody can know exactly what was going on, what was said. And if I'm not mistaken, was that said before or after that night?
I believe, I'm not sure what the timeline was. I think she might have missed the show and went back and watched it after the fact. So I don't know. She had heard it and then watched the show. So I don't know if she had heard it before the show aired and then she saw it live, or if she heard it and then actually saw the show. but she
But
had
she
heard it before. She actually watched the show.
but she was not the not the witness, but the person that actually stated it. Or was they aware before the show, or was it after the show they made the statement that what was going to happen was going to happen if I would have went down there?
Not quite sure.
We'd have to talk to her.
Yeah.
And we'll see about getting that show on, guys. I mean, what do we name it? The Ambushed? You know,
I don't know.
that's pretty much what it sounded like. But
Yeah,
one of
they
the
were
things
waiting.
that I wanted to put out there was, my mom. I'm not going to give her age because that would be dangerous for me. But she's an older woman. In the beginning, whenever all this stuff happened, she may or may not have said anything out of anger when Hunter was first removed. But after that, she hasn't said anything. She just moderates. And she is continuously attacked. One of the things I want to show you, this is the other night, they talk about how they're attacked, how they're attacked, how they're attacked. Listen to this.
He tries to like use that, like is that's some kind of whatever. And I know that Mike is watching because he stalks everything we do.
One second, guys. Try to fix something here. Let's try that again.
And he tries to like use that, like is that's some kind of whatever. And I know that Mike is watching because he stalks everything we do. So he's probably watching. If you are, Mike, fuck you, and your mother too. And Blake, he's your little puppet, and he definitely did his little, every time we kick him out, him and James both, they kept coming back in. But James was there for a while.
Now, I can tell you as a content creator that he lied to you all that night. Whenever he said you cannot block somebody without having to make everybody authenticate themselves, that's not true. Because I can block anybody right now, and I don't have to have anybody do that. So that is a lie. So what that told me that night was he was wanting him to come on. He did not want an excuse for being able to get rid of him.
He was in the back the whole time.
In my opinion, it was a staged thing anyways. I believe that was already pre-staged because that night that individual was already in our chat and then was in his chat. And to me, it just appeared to be pre-staged. And because there is ways to get rid of people. If somebody's doing that to me right now, I can get rid of whoever I want to. And I don't have to do anything to make anybody prove who they are.
Mm-hmm.
But one of the ones that really bothers me, and let me go ahead and play this one so I can jump in and get your all's reactions because I cannot see chat right now.
You don't know
is this one.
What's going to happen. You never know what might happen out there, Mike. That's why you're more like boots on tires, sticking to your vehicle. How come you don't go a little bit out into the woods, Mike? Just a little bit into the woods. And see what happens. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of, Mike? Yeah. In Spanish, somebody said he's a pussy gato. In Spanish, we call him a panocha. And that's what he is, a panocha, because I dropped the link.
There you have it.
Can I say something about that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So the way he was saying it, it wasn't even a matter of the trying to get across that you were scared of cryptids or anything that was being out there. That was straight up, what are you afraid of? Somebody going to out you? What does he know? I mean, he has said over and over again that he has people all over the place that he can call up. So, does he have connections in the local area that knows the area? That he was goading you to go out just a little bit further because he knows?
Right.
And that was not a, are you scared of doing, you've been doing this, and he's mocked you for going out and doing boots on the ground in the past. So now all of a sudden, he's mocking you for being scared of leaving your vehicle? Because what does he know?
Right.
And he's already made claims of, oh, I might just slip up and have a PTSD moment. Can't blame me then.
Mhm.
He's unhinged.
Like you can control PTSD. You know, that's what we deal with on Boots on the Ground, guys, when we go out. We deal with those idiots that are inciting violence to the idiots up here that they're connected to.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we deal with. And now they have been hitting my mom just over and over and over. And I'm going to play those one more time just so everybody can get a good listen.
He tries to like use that, like is that's some kind of whatever. And I know that Mike is watching because he stalks everything we do. So he's probably watching. If you are, Mike, fuck you, and your mother too. And Blake, he's your little puppet, and he definitely did his little, every time we kick him out, him and James both, they kept coming back in.
You don't know what's going to happen. You never know what might happen out there, Mike. That's why you're more like boots on tires, sticking to your vehicle. How come you don't go a little bit out into the woods, Mike? Just a little bit into the woods. And see what happens. What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of, Mike? Yeah. In Spanish, somebody said he's a pussy gato. In Spanish, we call him a panocha. And that's what he is, a panocha, because I dropped the link.
So, I mean, it makes Boots on the Ground really, really hard. Because we have to take certain security measures when we go out. And you can't just go out and enjoy your night because you have all these idiots doing this. But I think, isn't Blake doing a show next week? Since he was hushed up and couldn't talk, I think Blake might be planning a show.
I think I heard that rumor.
I think I'll be watching that show because I heard Blake has a recording he's going to release. Yeah. I think Josh might have said a really bad word and somebody gave it to Blake. That's what I heard. I don't know. I'm going to be watching, though, because I want to hear it. I want to see, because I've heard a lot of people tell me that they've heard him say that word. I don't know. What do you think, Blake? Or not Blake, Clough? You think we're going to get a surprise that night? I think we may end up getting a surprise that night. That's what I was told.
Yippee.
But you know how rumors are. They float around, so I'll have to watch and see to see what's played that night.
Yeah.
Hey, Larry, good to see you. I hope you're all going to make my live tonight, guys. At 8 o'clock, we're going Boots on the Ground. I just needed to do an update so y'all could see kind of what we're dealing with. Shouldn't have to. Should not be like this. But oh yeah, Matthew, he definitely is. I think I interviewed him once in the past, and I had to cut that interview because I couldn't get anywhere with him. I don't even know if I still have it. Yeah, I got it right here. Here you go. I did interview him.
Hey, Abe. Thanks for joining us tonight, man. I've been trying to get a hold of you and everything. I've been trying to get you on the show. I noticed you've been talking a lot about me on your show, so I wanted to give you a little airtime on my shows. I seem to be pretty popular with you, and I know that you must really think a lot about my show because I'm on your mind a lot, and we really appreciate that over here. And what I was wondering is, Well, let's start out. How are you doing tonight, Abe?
As for me, I'm doing good. I continue to do my workouts. I generally implement some cardio. Uh, my New Year's resolution is try to lose some weight. But for right now, how you doing?
Oh man, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking, Abe. A lot of us have a question. We know that you seem to worship crystals and the little incense that you burn, for protection. And we was wondering, like, do those really work well, or do you like the way they smell? Because a lot of us have heard they're made out of manure. So, what are your thoughts on that?
Do I smell some kind of poop?
Yeah, I could see how it could smell like poop. So you're kind of like basking in the ambience, whenever you're on your show, kind of talking a lot of shit and smelling a lot of shit. But I understand that. I guess if you're going to talk it, you might as well smell like it, right? I noticed in a lot of your shows, you're always saying that all the trolls are me, and it's not possible for me to be all these people at once. There ain't one person could do that. So I was wondering, what makes you think that all these are me?
But I keep on hearing voices, like somebody saying something.
Oh yeah, I could see where that could be very disturbing. Hearing voices and stuff like that. That could really mess with the person. And I guess now I understand why you and your brother wife are going to the doctor a lot. I hope that you're able to get something to help you with that, to where you're not hearing my name all the time and thinking about me all the time, because I'm really not that way. And it's kind of a little, I don't know, it kind of makes me feel just a little uncomfortable that you think about me so much. So I hope you get that took care of, and we don't have to bring you back on the show, and we can kind of just go in peace. So take care, brother, and get all that took, or Sergeant Abe, or whichever one I'm talking to. But I hope you get that took care of, and take care.
It was a little hard talking to him because I wasn't sure at the time which personality I was getting, so it was a
Never
little
know.
it was a little difficult.
It's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Or a box of nuts. You don't know which one you're going to get, but it's guaranteed it's going to be a nut.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Everybody, please say a prayer for Sharon. She's not feeling well tonight. I think she's got the bug. So, Sharon, our thoughts and prayers are with you that you will feel better soon. That was an old interview I had done a long time ago, guys. I still had it on here, and I thought we'd get a good laugh tonight. But, yeah, these guys are clowns, and they just make it so hard to do boots on the ground without really having to take measures that we don't want to have to take. Infinite 7, thank you for helping us out tonight. He's going to be in the area helping us out. And I think Infinite 7 is kind of a adrenaline junkie, because he was kind of hoping for something. So it's kind of how I took that. Pretty interesting. I know he's excited. I think he's just as excited as I am to go boots on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do y'all think in the chat? Should we go out and do some flogging? I think that's what we should call it, a good old flogging tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all think that's what we should do? I think we should go out and give them an old-fashioned abnormal investigations flogging.
Sounds like a plan.
That's what I'm thinking, too. It sounds like it's going to be a good time tonight. Everybody says yes. I guess he needs a flogging. So everybody, if you would, could you put a rooster in the chat for a flogging? Because everybody hates the rooster over there. They can't stand the rooster. Or you could do a rooster and a corn on the cob. I think that would make them even happier, because they do love those things. And, it's kind of like, when you go to a ball game on homecoming, you pick the worst team, right? So you're going to win, and you're not even going to have to try. And all week that you're going to kick their ass, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm so confident in whooping that ass that I'm just going to go ahead and call it out tonight before I do it. we're going to spank that ass really good tonight and show you what kind of dumpster fire we got over here. And it's going to be a big, bright one, I promise. It's going to be a bright one. It's going to be really hot. Look at all the chicken and corn on the cobs in there. Yeah, see, we got a chicken for everybody that loves the rooster. I mean, the rooster is awesome. Hello, Dana. I love roosters. And corn on the cob. Got to love corn on the cob, right?
Yeah, of course.
I think so. Well, Jess, is there anything you'd like to say before we hop off of here and I get ready to go? 8 o'clock tonight, guys. Boots on the ground. Be there. Let's flog some butt. But is there anything else anybody wants to say before we get out there, boots on the ground tonight? Oh, well, I guess we could go over. Coming up this week, guys, we do have some guests coming on the show. We have coming up, Black Mass is going to be joining us coming up. We've got Travis Carpenter is going to be joining us coming up. We've got another gentleman that I'm going to be interviewing with Jesse on I think it's the 6th. We're going to be interviewing him. He sounds like I don't think you know about him yet. I've been working with him all day today. He's got some really creepy stuff. We're going to be interviewing him. We have Mr. Blake Dusher from the Lost Cryptids Conservatory is going to be coming on. He's going to be coming on the 7th at 8 o'clock. So December is going to go out with a bang. We're trying to bring as many of our friends on that support us. And we want to support them back. If you have not subscribed to the Lost Cryptids Conservatory, please go over and give him a subscribe. Watch him. He's very smart, very intelligent. I have personally saw this guy kick a whole panel of ass by himself. So I can vouch for that, guys. I seen him do it. Very smart guy, too smart for some. And he can make that old face turn red, because when you get called on something and they say, prove it, and you can't, that hurts. And everybody saw it. That hurt. Yep. I think his face was as red as a clown's face when that happened.
Pretty close.
Yep. And that old evil witch that was on there, she wouldn't let anybody talk. But
No, she couldn't.
yeah, that's okay. She's a very evil, evil lady. But you know what? There's a lid for every bucket, is what Grandpa used to say. So that's where we'll leave it with her. Yeah, I think she's got enough to deal with, it sounds like. And
Yeah, you'd think she would have enough to deal with if that's true. So we'll see.
depends on your mental status.
It's very true.
It's kind of like that old bottle of Boone's Farm,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be good tonight.
Okay.
But I may finish that joke another night, ladies and gentlemen. All right, guys, I will see you at 8 o'clock tonight. I love you guys. We're going to go in. We're going to flog some butt. Let's go out there. Let's see what's out in the woods this cold night. And let's get out there and do some boots on the ground, guys, what we're good at. Thank you for being here. Love you guys. Go over to the thumbnail for tonight. Click to notify you, because it may not notify you now that I've already done a live tonight. It may not do a notification. So go over there, hit the notification, say hello in the chat. We'd love to see you. And we will see you guys in about an hour and 15 minutes?
Yep.
All right.
Let's go.
Guys, thank you for being here. As always, I look forward to your comments before and after the show. And as always, keep your head on a swivel. Don't be something's dinner. And I'll see you in the woods in just a little bit. Thank you for your support. Love each and every one of you guys. You're truly my warriors. We'll see you later.
Night.